Security team to Sector 5A. A crossfire instantly has been detected in areas C and D. Shit! What the hell was that?
Hey, it's Saturday, sun shining bright. Step into the dark and out of the light. Curtains rise, the story's bold. Heroes on the screen, stories yet untold. With a popcorn bag and a soda in hand, feels like a king and there's a one-man band. Lights go dim, the sound roars loud. Feels like I'm Tony up in the clouds. Start Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day, and start Saturday matinee. Silver screen glows, armor gleams. Live in the rush, live in the dream. Heroes fall, heroes soar. Every punch feels like I'm at war. Between battles, love and fire, fuels to the dreams to reach higher. I'm not Iron Man, but in my seat I feel the pulse, I feel the beat. Dark Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day, and start Saturday matinee. Superstars, we're never the same. Riding the edge in a world untamed. So here I am, just a man in the crowd, living like Tony, standing tall and proud. Oh, oh, Dark Saturday matinee, take me away, where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day, and start Saturday matinee. As the credits roll and the lights come on, I'm just a guy whose day's almost gone. But for a while I flew so high and starts a world reaching the sky. Reaching the sky.
That'll be $9.99.
Good evening, New York! What a way to wake up. We are not just at 2000, not just at 2001. We have 2,055 subscribers, and the Lord of Snake Mountain is helping us climb higher and higher. We are going to be updating this bad boy in real time. Because I just want to say how grateful I am for just the amount of success that we are getting from these shorts. And that's just one series. One series. We're going to have a bunch of them. And we're going to have some videos too and some skits. Because I'm animating every character in my repertoire. We're doing it. 50 subscribers in 2 days. 300 subscribers last month. 110,000 views for last month. I'm jumping for joy over here. I don't know how else to explain it besides thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on growing. And we're going to be into the middleweight bracket of YouTubers. You just wait. I only just found the channel, says Kane, but congrats on 2K, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to my variety program. I hope that you enjoy what we got for you all here. But before we go any further, I want to go ahead and greet our post-apocalyptic survivors. That's right. And the best way to do that is with a little bit of that old world style, class and flair. Because, I mean, this is all because of you. This is all because of my chat, my wonderful chat. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage and greet everybody that has walked through the door. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage, I says.
It's Stock Saturday Matinee. Joining us today is going to be our motley assembly of post-apocalyptic survivors. Of who do we have? Let us go ahead and determine that, shall we? Well, let's welcome Lilith, Casey's Creepy Creations, Blaze 2K, Lord of the Corn. A pleasure to see you, sir. Hopefully life is treating you well. Hail, of course, to the great Solid Snake, a fellow Xanadoomer, and Casey's Creepy Creations, already preparing the onslaught of corn that we'll be having momentarily. Hail to Christine Fortunato. We'll be reading your member milestone chat in just a few minutes, my dear. Hail to the great Carlos Fish, our emissary from the planet Uranus. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. Hail to Jesse Guadardo and Penny. A pleasure to see you as well. Good to the great friend, our grandma, if I could talk today. Gap After Dark, a pleasure to see you, my good sir. How are you doing today? We have our good friend Alison Bushwald, former co-worker. Hopefully life is treating you well. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hail to the great Andy Morrow from across the pond, Lunar Lucidity, Carlos the Unburnable, and Marcelo Lopez, Alps Court Counsel and Legal Representation. Hail to the Buckethead, formerly known as Jeff Daniels. He is going to be seeing some Beavis and Butthead tonight, sir, as well as listening to them. Hail to Slay every game. Looks like the radiation has melted all my skin off. Join the club. Hail to Connie Clear. It's a pleasure to see you, my dear. Hopefully life is treating you well as well, my dear. Hail to the great Crazy Horse. It was good to hang out with you. He got to see the process of what happens from recording and compiling to creating one Skeletor short. And my God, is his head swimming. And once again, hail to the great Kane. We want to welcome you officially to tonight's program. Hopefully you enjoy yourself as we do our best to try and make sure that everybody has a great time here. Hail to the great, but late, Carlos Fish, because it merits twice. And of course, Sig Vollison, Archpriest of the Church of the Squid, interred in the fishbowl, in the castle, in the hollow earth, in the hole, in the bottom of the sea. Say that 3 times fast, ladies and gentlemen. There we are.
And hail to AJ Starhiker. You just missed the radio intro. And boy, howdy. Before we get to our member milestone chat and that unicorn, which we will acknowledge. Thank you. Thank you. Before we get to that member milestone chat and that unicorn, which we will acknowledge, I want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart. If I could talk today. Damn, got a frog in my throat. Not that frog either. I know you guys are probably thinking that, but no, not him. But let's go ahead and sing the show theme song and get everybody nice and comfy. As we, and this is the theme of twos. We're going to be doing twos today. You're going to be seeing duo acts. You're going to see Beavis and Butthead and Rick and Morty throughout the segments. However, if we achieve our goals, we have even more content ready for you. On DEF CON 3, we will be doing another Skeletor fan dump because I'm currently working on the next queue of Skeletor shorts for the following month, including all of the fan submissions that was from the last fan dump. And every fan dump Skeletor short will have the Vaporwave color scheme and filter alongside a name that is tagged. That way you know that that was one of yours. So that you can be immortalized in the sensation that has been making this channel a little bit more than just your dime store. Now we're a quarter store. We are a quarter laundromat. We're no longer just a five and dime. We're taking quarters now, so we really are moving up in the world. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get the theme song out of the way, shall we? And this is a little tribute to, you know it. You're currently basking the rads in from it. Little burg called New York. And it goes away, but like this, as it were. Oh, that's right, Lois. We're going to be doing one of those numbers today. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. From the vault right into it. New York, New York. These vault-issued boots will wander away right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I'm blessed to wake up around mutants who on my meat. To find I got buckets of caps and loot so sweet. These little vault blues are ticking away. A Geiger counter reading it in hot New York. If I can survive it there, I'll survive just anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. I want to wake up around mutants who are my meat. To find I got buckets of caps and all that loot that is sweet. These little vault blues are melting away. That I see BM frying it in old New York. And if I can survive it there, I'll survive just anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. I'm blessed to wake up around mutants who want my meat. Now try and hide. To find I'm the only one from this min-maxing stats, a king of the rads, a number one. These little vault blues are ticking away. My Pip-Boy Geiger counter reading it in old New York. And if I can survive it there, I'll survive just anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. New York. Eyes away from the flash. Marshmallows out in 3, 2. That's right. Nothing says Stay Puft without a little extra gamma radiation to chase down with your Nuka-Cola Classic, courtesy of pre-war America and vending machines everywhere. Stay Puft. The one that really stays soft forever. Magnifique, ladies and germs. Magnifique. I hope that everybody is having our good afternoon, or good Saturday evening. If you were coming over here from Scooby Pups and her podcast, then by all means, I hope that you guys can sit and enjoy yourselves. We are now already 1 subscriber to the good. We are actually now sitting at 2 subscribers to the good as of this notice stop. And according to our ticker, we got ourselves a mega chat and a member chat that we need to acknowledge. So, in order to do that, since I'm currently still the host and not one of the many of the characters that you'll find on the show, it is tradition to read every super chat in the super suit. So, Jarvis, drop my needle, please.
And the great Casey's Creepy Creations with a very generous $5 mega chat directly to PayPal. He says, "Hail and thank you, sir. Thank you for your donation to our efforts tonight. We appreciate that. And I hope that you feel blessed to be here. I'm blessed to have you here." He says, "Congrats on the 2K, buddy. This is all that I can give right now." Casey, you give so much. Practically every show that I have live, even the ones that aren't like variety entertainment based, the ones where I'm working hard for the money. So thank you, sir, and God bless you for everything that you do. And you being here has always and will always be enough. We love you, brother. And if you're not subscribed to Casey's Creepy Creations, please consider doing so. He is a very creative individual with a heart of solid platinum. All right, Christine Fortunato has been a member of the channel for 11 months. She's about ready to trade in that mythic rare Avengers logo for a wonderful black and white Iron Man Stark of Iron badge of aficionado status. Cast rules. That's right. So Casey rules. Casey rules. Well, I was about to say, the cast is what rules. Everybody rules here. And hail to the great Snow Dove who's walking through the door. It's a pleasure to see you. He says, "Congrats on that 2K. Thank you, my friend." And Alf will be there tonight. But message me if you're still here, because right now Beavis and Butthead have been making the rounds, and they have been killing it. Let me know if you would like to have a special guest with Beavis and Butthead tonight on Cotton. We can split it up, Alf for the first half and the boys for the second half if you'd like. Let me know if that's something that you would be down for, and email me the link to your show so that we can properly rate it, as I know you have not set that up just yet. Hail to the great Furious Dan. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. Hopefully life is treating you well where you're at. He says, shout out to Tony. Shout out to Skeletor's more like it. And he wants a Megatron. Now, I'm also animating Megatron. I'm basically wanting to animate every character that I impersonate because it creates the visual interaction and not just the audio. Because while being background radio is good, being able to interact with you guys is a lot better. And I want to do a combination of both, so that way if somebody is working, they don't have to necessarily watch, but just listen in. However, if they want to watch, they will have something to watch rather than just, my logo with me doing an impersonation. Hail to the great Scooby Pup. There she is. She says, "Hail, sweetie, hail to you, and you are less than 20 subscribers away yourself. You're almost to the big 500. I could not be more proud of you." So thank you for that. And I believe that is everyone. Alice of the Hole, a pleasure. He says, "Marcelo, my lawyer, Mexican Iron Man, will be taking care of all legal needs from here. You will need to contact him for further information. I'll have you know, Snow, that Alf is not the father. He has pled the fifth, actually. There is no incriminating evidence to state that he is the father, for basically, for lack of a better word. It's just proper genetics. There's, it's not looking good. We have lab work coming in, and it's probably not going to be ideal for you if you are wanting to try and push for. Now, Rudolph, on the other hand, Rudolph is definitely, I hate to say this, Rudolph is definitely the father of whatever the hell that thing is, because it is a sock coming from a creature infected with the horse disease. That used to be our lovely Ginger without any infection. That is the source of the mutation. Anything that is, similar to Alf is unfortunately coincidence, mere coincidence, and nothing more. All right, and then speaking of equestrian creatures, we do have one of these that have slipped through the door. One unicorn super sticker. And speaking of that, we are technically off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I want to go ahead and say this for anybody who's also a fellow creator out there, as we are getting up to our first commercial break. Before we do any further, let me go ahead and actually take this stuffy thing off here.
That's better. That's better. All right. So, as I said before, we want to get your commercials. We want to have your stuff played right now, because right now I have a peak chat count right now. Okay, so this is what I want to do for all these other creators out here, because I'm going to just tell you this much, and I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. All right, everybody that advertised their stuffs on these panels, they wait till the end of the show when the chat's leaving, the chat's tired, and you're tired, and the host says, "Shill your shit," right? Well. I got this stream coming up tomorrow, and I'm going to be, playing this. I'm going to have a video drop. Check out my channel, subscribe. When people are already walking out the door, you're not going to get your engagement that way. Whereas running commercials for all of the creators that you support and that support you during the height of the show programming, that is the more professional and obviously the better way to give exposure. So we're going to be getting into some case scenarios with our first commercial break. and from the looks of it, we will address Horsegate tonight when the council is in session, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, when the council is in session, we will be discussing Horsegate. Marcelo, do let me know if I will message you, Snow, and see if Alf needs his counsel, because Alf will not speak on any matters of that particular endeavor. However, he will requisition his counsel if he is available. Until then, he has been instructed to plead the fifth. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to our first commercial break. If you like what we do here, please consider some of these other creators that are out and abroad, including this cat right here, who was just on podcast not even an hour ago. Be sure to check these folks out. We'll be right back after these messages. So don't move a muscle or a vein or an artery or anything else.
Dude, everything's gone 8-bit. What happened?
creativity meets chaos, one duck rules them all. Join the duck side and experience content you'll only find here on Duck Vader. Creative intros, head explosions, engaging commentary, skits.
You know how like George Lucas used symbolism to tell his Star Wars stories? Like, I want to use symbolism too. A big fucking pride flag.
But your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
But I spoke about new Star Wars.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Music videos.
Accolades a big waste, writing's incomplete. It's alright, this girl's alright, you'll see. Yeah. Hey. I'm Disney freak. I'm Disney freaky, yeah.
Head explosions. And more. Subscribe to the Duck Lord of the Sith. Do it today.
Who is this who enters unannounced? You know damn well who. I am Fett for hire.
The legendary Fett for Hire.
Stand and fight, hey! What you gonna do when I stand and fight, hey? My front is wrong or right. From a point of view and it's back. Just go and get...
Yeah, we're back! Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And I hope that you guys are having a good time. We have one unicorn off to the races, and we are on our way to DEF CON 3, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of jam-packed entertainment for you tonight, as again, this show is all about the terrible twos. That's right, 2. Double your pleasure, double your fun, because we are doing this for 2,000 subscribers. Heck, we may be very close to 2,100 at the rate that we are going, because we are at 2056 right now as of this notice stop, and I could not be more thrilled. We're almost to 2,100. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen, and it's all thanks to all of you going on to those Skeletor shorts and commenting and throwing those videos out there. However, I was informed that YouTube has another metric that can help us small fries get out there and get noticed, and I'm going to be running this with Snow as well. On videos, there is now an option for you to hype them. The more a video is hyped by your ride or dies, the more YouTube is inclined to find another target test audience for them to just throw that bad boy out there in their direction and bring subscribers and grow a channel's audience. The hype button. Hype these videos. Hype these shorts if it's possible. I don't think shorts have the hype option, but if they do, hell to the yes. And we got ourselves yet another unicorn racing across the screen. Unicorn! So yes, hype those videos up, and hail to the great Mr. Eagle Flying. It is a pleasure to see you. Hopefully life is treating you well. Let's go ahead and put back on the helmet so I can read your member chat, sir.
And the great Mr. Eagle Flying with a very generous member chat. He has been a member at the Shield Agent level for 9 months now. Thank you, sir. He says, congrats on your 2K. Have a great evening. You have yourself a blessed Sunday as well, Mr. Eagle Flying. And thank you for hanging out with us today. We will shoot off a repulsor in your honor.
We will take that bad boy off because it kind of smells like poo. Again, hail to the great Mr. Eagle Flying. And have yourself a wonderful evening. And hail to Cody, a.k.a. You Unknown C, doing the E because he wants to feel them terrible, terrible squishies. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Hopefully life is treating you well as well. Okay, so yes, as we are talking about the terrible twos, I have a way to introduce the concept. We are having a bonus show after Cotton tonight at 2 a.m. in the morning because it will be 3 p.m. in the afternoon with Osaka Chandal. So all of you Alistor, the radio demon heads out there that like that kind of thing, we are going to be having the VTuber version of Alistor hanging out with Osaka, who's also a VTuber, to talk some creepypasta and some Japanese folklore and all things spooky and scary and creepy for, you know, kind of like that Svengoolie vibe, you know. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be dipping our toe in the water and seeing how that's going to go. And yeah, so I'm perfectly stoked for it. It's just going to be a fun day of YouTube in here. And but speaking of Osaka Chandal, we have not one but two songs featured by her that we're going to play back to back. This is a little saga about the unbeatable, the unattainable, the champion of the human race, our defense against the alien, the demon, the heretic, the man who split the union with a roundhouse kick, Chuck Norris. So enjoy this 2-spot, and we'll be right back.
Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris doesn't read books, he stares them down until he gets the information he wants. Time waits for no man unless that man is Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris recently had the idea to sell his pee as a canned beverage. It's now called Red Bull. If Chuck Norris were to travel to an alternate dimension in which there was another Chuck Norris and they both fought, they would both win. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris appeared in the Street Fighter 2 video game, but was removed by beta testers because every button caused him to do a roundhouse kick. When asked about this glitch, Chuck Norris replied, "That's no glitch." Once a cobra bit Chuck Norris' leg after 5 days of excruciating pain. The cobra died when Chuck Norris looks in a mirror. The mirror shatters because not even glass is dumb enough to get in between Chuck Norris and Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris destroyed the periodic table because Chuck Norris only recognizes the element of surprise. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris once went skydiving but promised never to do it again. One Grand Canyon Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights on. He turns the dark off. Go sit around the campfire and tell Chuck Norris stories. When Chuck Norris looks at the Mona Lisa, she looks back and blushes. Chuck Norris doesn't sleep, he waits. Chuck Norris can win a game of Connect 4 in 3 moves. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris can strangle you with a cordless phone. There used to be a street named after Chuck Norris, but it was changed because nobody crosses Chuck Norris and survives. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't push himself up, he pushes the earth down. Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch, he decides what time it is. Chuck Norris tears cure cancer, too bad he has never cried. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris can microwave a burrito so hot that even he can't eat it, and then eats it anyway. When Chuck Norris hits you, even Google won't be able to find you. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. Chuck Norris doesn't dial the wrong number, you answer the wrong phone. The boogeyman checks his closet for Chuck Norris before he goes to bed. Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
And we are back. And the great Sig Volleson, with a very generous mega chat of $5, is wanting a little bit of that Liberty Prime action. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out of the way of this big guy. And we're going to let him have a little rampage for you. I still don't think I have the exact line you want, because that is a Fallout 4 line. I've not harvested those yet. So we're just going to go ahead and let Liberty Prime break free. And let's have him patrol the perimeter, yeah?
Anchorage will be liberated. Initiating Directive 7395. Destroy all communists. Tactical assessment. Red Chinese victory. Impossible. Democracy is non-negotiable. Communist engaged. Primary targets. Any and all Red Chinese invaders. Emergency Communist Acquisition Directive. Immediate self-destruct. Better dead than red. Communism is a lie.
There you go, Sig Volleson, a robot rampage for that $5 mega chat, sir. Been a while since I let him off the leash. Hail to Suzanne out there. Be sure to keep her in your prayers, folks. It's a pleasure to see you. Hopefully life is treating you well. I know that she's recovering from her tragic loss slowly but surely. We're here for you. If everybody could put an SZ in the chat for Suzanne, that would be phenomenal. Let her know that we're thinking of her. And happy that you are here. And if you need anything at all, if you need me to put a smile on your face, you just let me know. And I will do my best. Tony would fit perfectly in a Battletech timeline, especially after the clan invasion from deep space. Thank you, Sundaris. Thank you for that. So we're going to be bringing out Beavis and Butthead after the commercial break. But again, since this is a theme of twos, we are basically wanting to do two things at a time. And before we have our first, dynamic duo with Beavis and Butthead, I know that Jeff Daniels has been chomping at the bit. He's like, "Oh no, they're finished. They're ready." Yes, Beavis and Butthead will be interacting with the chat for about half an hour. And hopefully Snowdub will be back by then. He's getting the show set up now for the council. Those two are getting lots of screen time because they're the fresh product. Whenever I get finished with the next big thing, I like to, run it around the circle and feature them. And now they're going to get some screen time here. And I hope that you, and yes, we will be having Rick and Morty later on in the show. We're going to have them on the second hour. Because again, we're trying to do everything by twos. They interacted my show for half an hour. They did. But now they're going to be off the chain here because they had to be nice and polite on your show because you had two big guests on. So double the pleasure, double the fun. That's right. Fire. Don't worry. There'll be a lot of that. There will be a lot of that. So in the meantime, we got two. We're going to do two Frank Sinatra songs for you all because we're got to do everything by twos today. And again, thank you all for subscribing to my humble little corner of the internet. We are slowly but surely growing bigger and bigger. And again, shout out to Skeletor. We will have Skeletor, the Lord of Snake Mountain, on. If we get to our DEF CON 3 today, which we are now on our way towards, we are at 12.2 out of 50. So we need 38.8 or 37. 0.8 $37.80. Then we will happily get that Skeletor fan segment done. Yes, I will indeed tell the Triangle that you're going to drive him crazy. And speaking of Bill Cipher, coming up this Saturday on the 13th at 10 a.m. That's right. Tony's going to have to be up during the hours in which our parrot star is in the sky where he's at. Bill Cipher will be on Brandon the Anime Guy as a special guest talking about insane animes. We're talking about Fooly Cooley. We're talking about XL Saga. We're talking about Those Who Hunt Elves. Basically, all of the silliest and insane animes that somebody as nutso as the great Bill Cipher would enjoy as well. That'll be on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard on Brandon the Anime Guy for Talking Anime, for Anime 101. So be sure to check that out on Saturday the 13th. But in the meantime... Unicorn! In between time, mate, we got fun. We got ourselves our third unicorn off to the races. Let's go ahead and knock out these two Sinatra songs. And then we'll go to our next commercial block. And then we'll be bringing on... what are those two guys? Buffcoat and Beaver? Buffcoat and Beaver? I think they were Oriental. All right, so let's just do this right quick since we're doing some of the sing-songing. Let's go ahead and actually feature the great work of Dudicus Trogdor. He was the guy that hooked me up with these models. So let's go ahead and put them on display here for you all. There we go. There we go. Now we got a microphone. Butt and Beavis. All right, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? A little Frank Sinatra. Let's do a double feature. Get to our next commercials, and then bring on the knuckleheads that are the talk of the town, pretty much. They were whacking in my tool shed. You must be talking about Mr. Anderson. All right, let's have well, I'm going to bed, says Blaze2K. I need sleep. I have had 6 hours of sleep in 2 days. To quote Sonic the Hedgehog, that's no good. That is definitely not good. Get yourself some sleep, dude. Damn. Thank you for hanging out with me, and be sure to rewind later, but always think, if you got to go to bed, get some sleep, dude. Don't kill yourself, man. Man. No. Get some sleep. The only unicorn I know of is the RXO Unicorn Gundam. The only Gundam that I know of, at least the one that I'd like to pilot, is the Psycho Gundam. Hail to Theta of the grid out there. Hail number 1. Hopefully life is treating you well. And I hope that you are available Tuesday, because that is going to be when we are having our Stark Party for 2K, where everybody can come up here and bullshit, shoot the shit, and have a good time. We're going to be doing that on Tuesday, starting at 5 p.m. and ending no earlier than 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. And, yeah, so lots of fun here. I want to double check something before we go any further. All right. Just a second here. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. And that was blocked on the 3rd. Awesome. Removed. Cool. All right. Yeah, there's some bugs floating around. Hey, Tony, you are featured, says Levistro. Holy Emperor, I'm featured? Wow. Mark 1, dude, all day long. I am featured on YouTube. You're kidding me. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Anybody that's rolling through here, please feel free to sub on up, man, because we are growing like wildfire. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get to this, shall we? That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May, but I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. I said that's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream, but I don't let it get me down, 'cause this final world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing: each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing: each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart just won't buy it. And if there's nothing shaking, come here this July. I'm gonna roll myself up in a big ball, and my. Well, there we go. I heard a little bit of that. Okay. Well, for those of you who are drinking with me tonight, I'm not drinking myself, but I tell you what, this one goes out to you. Let's bring it down to a little bit more of that saloon sound, that melancholy sound with this one. This one is off of the Only the Lonely album, and it goes a little bit like this. Your singing has now Harlem walking around the house, singing and walking every day. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. That's a good pick-me-up. Thank you. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a story I think you should know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. I got the routine, put another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad. Can't you make the music easy and sad? I could tell you a lot, but you've gotta be true to your code. Just make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. You never know it, but buddy, I'm kind of a poet, and I've got a lot of things I'd like to say. And when I'm gloomy, won't you listen to me till it's all talked away? Well, that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. And thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bending your ear. But this torch that I found, it's gotta be drowned or it soon might explode. So make it one for my baby, and one more for the road. The long, the so very long, the long road. Let's go ahead and cut to commercial, and when we get back, we're going to bring on the first of the dynamic duos that we have featured. We have a total of 2. Count them, 2 dynamic duos. And that's going to be Beavis and Butthead. So we'll be right back after these messages. Don't touch that dial. We'll see you in just a few.
dares to fight back. All the way from the year 2117, Zordon sent the ultimate geeky hero to save us all. Armed with sarcasm, science fiction, and a middle finger to the mundane, Beta has arrived. Films, TV shows, video games, and so much more. We got off-the-wall theories that aren't just pulled out of thin air. They are backed by lore, logic, and the kind of evidence that would make Mulder and Scully go, hey, he's actually got a point. Join the Theta crew every Sunday for Cosmic Theta Theater 2117, the only stream where old sci-fi and horror movies go to die again. Subscribe to Beta of the Grid, where nostalgia kicks ass, sarcasm is a superpower, and the geeks shall inherit the earth. Rated in for nerds.
Wait, Butthead, I'm not ready. Wait a minute!
Photography. Just do it.
There we go. Hey, what's going on? It's this is like our time to shine and stuff. This is Butthead, and this is Beavis.
Hey, what's going on? So like, we're supposed to do this for like half an hour, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be here for like half an hour and stuff.
So yeah, we're gonna like, we're gonna think of something cool.
Yeah, but we're not gonna share it with you.
That's right. We don't share around here. But get some questions ready, I guess. So like,
so like, there you go. So we got some questions here. Let's see here. We got no Agent Mulder. You won't find anything. That was pretty cool. Good to distance there, Brother Beavis.
Thank you. So like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That's the only thing Beavis is really good at, though. The Buckethead, formerly known as Jeff Daniels, says, hey, Beavis, I got some candy and caffeine for you. I don't think you guys really want to see that.
Neat. Well, thank you, sir. Neat. I will be ingesting this very shortly. Neat. It's gonna be rule. It's gonna rule. Neat. It's gonna kick ass. Neat. Unicorn! Ah! Neat. That was like, what the hell was that? That was definitely not part of the program. Neat.
Solid Snake ass. Did you guys get your asses kicked by that Todd guy? Todd's cool. He's really cool. Todd is like the best out there. Yeah. Todd kicks ass. Period. He may have done some stuff to us, but it was definitely not an ass kicking. I don't understand why you guys would think that. No such thing as kicking those asses. Jason Love says, it was a unicorn, you butt snack. We have never used that term before, but that one was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Beavis, check this out. Yeah, go ahead. I forgot what I was going to do. Ow, that sucks. I guess we can, like, wait for more questions and stuff. Yeah, we can, like, do that one again while I talk through Beavis like an idiot. Well, we can just turn right around and talk through Butthead as Beavis. Yep, that's called a save. Learn it, live it, love it. Let's see here. We are going to be, like, donning our Starfleet uniforms very soon. I hope you guys are ready for that. Why do I feel a Beavis beating coming on? Well, not really. Whoa, check this out. Whoa. Hold the phone. Check this out. Butthead, look at this. Oh yeah. The great Eugene Bird, aka the Old Man Bird, has decided to drop ourselves a nice fat 20. It is a sticker of a pair doing the "You Are Amazing" dance. That's rad. Thank you, dude. YouTube's gonna take that 30% or whatever, but that does get us closer to some Skeletor stuff. And thank you for your patronage. Is there anything you'd like to ask us? We aim to please around here. Yeah, that's just what we do. Yeah, we aim to please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Old Man Bird then asks, what's there? Well, you probably don't want to go in there. We did some stuff, and yeah. Yeah, you may need to, like, refill the gas tank in your chainsaw. Yeah, cut off my finger. And I don't think he's talking about that one, Beavis. I think he's like talking about other stuff. Oh yeah. That would kick ass. That would be, like, really, really cool. Clean up the old man's shed. You do that. We are supervisors. That is our job. Yeah, we're supposed to, like, make sure that you do things right. So get in there and clean it up. Jason Love, get to work. Do it. To answer your request there, Jeff Daniels, we all will do the you know what whenever we have the proper animation for it. Because, like, yeah. You don't want me to, like, get all spazzy and talk about Lake Titicaca and, streets flowing with the blood and the non-believers and all that stuff whenever I can't even pull the shirt over my head yet. Yeah. We're Nepo babies. Yeah, so we're going to get to it, though. Promise. Rule 2. Yep. There will be a time. A reckoning, Beavis. A big reckoning.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll be able to, talk about how I have no bunghole and need toilet paper, TP.
So we're gonna save that candy for later. Thank you. We will make sure that we have that ready for you next time. He does talk about something of great importance. He says, it's like time to score or something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would definitely like to, we would like to score. That would be really cool. What do you think, Beavis?
Yeah, I think it would be about time. We're legends. We're like MTV aficionados and and now we're featured on what's that one show? What's that one that company?
You're talking about the one with the big mountain on it?
Yeah, that one. And we're sharing screen time with those assholes from South Park.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we actually have a message for you guys over there at South Park. You need to lay off the small dick jokes, because we did that first.
Yeah, we did it better.
And I understand that one person wants to be turned into Saddam Hussein or whatever, which is, I guess, cool in a way.
Yeah, just bring back Saddam Hussein already. Getting old.
Yeah, you guys are old. Let's see here. We got, oh, whoa, check this out. Beavis, Old Man Bird gives us $4.99 for some of those delicious gas station nachos. Oh, yeah. That right there, that's gonna feed us for the next 5 weeks. Thank you, dude. I'll go ahead and we'll add that one to the ticker. And then we got check this out. We got 10 gifted memberships from Shrubby1989. Oh, thank you, dude. Beavis, do your thing.
Thank you, drive-thru. Let's see who we got coming back to the fold. We got Jonathan Hancock. That's pretty cool. Hancock. Hancock.
Yeah. So Jonathan Hancock, and then we got Lev Hendrickson live at the Love Shack. Live at the Shack. Whoa. Cool. We got Kizume, Man in Yellow, and Marcelo Lopez. Oh, yeah. Right on, dude. Awesome. And Jason Love says, I thought I would never see South Park like this. I am inclined to agree, sir. Hail to Santos Robles and Shattuck, who are also now channel members. Hail to Kashimla out there. Hail to Kashimla.
How are you able to read that? You're breaking character. You're turning into Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Let me try this again from the top. I'm sorry. Hail to hail to Wiener. And we got Alice Lovely receiving a gifted membership. A pleasure to see you. Wolvie the 1/4 Jew. Hey, pleasure. And we got ourselves another fiver, Beavis. Check this out. We got Butthead just said bird. Yeah. Yeah, just said bird. Yeah. We say things like that all the time. So we're gonna do our math now, and then well, that means guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have just hit DEFCON 3. We are now, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty difficult to numb it up, yeah. And Susan Dolan scored. Yeah. We're gonna score too. Very soon. We're gonna really score. Neat. But like I said, we're at DEFCON 3. So let's go ahead and do it. Neat.
Sir, we have just entered DEFCON 3.
Danger. Reactor temperature unstable.
So yeah, we're at DEFCON 3 now. That means we've achieved our first tier of cool stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Neat. So like, one moment while we fix this thing here. Yeah, that means we're gonna have another Skeletor fan dump. Yeah, right on. Neat. Let's go ahead and do it. Neat. There we go. And then I think we are up to like 4 unicorns or something. Neat. Yeah. Neat. Pretty rad. Neat. And let's read this chat here. It says boob. Whoa, boobs. Check it out. Oh yeah. Neat. Boobs. Neat. Neat. I'll slap those puppies. Neat. So like, yeah. Right on, dude. And we just saw another one of these fly past here, Beavis. We do apologize because I know you have your seizures. And it's like this. Unicorn! The flight of unicorns. I command it. You command a lot of stuff, sir. You keep kicking ass and taking names. So, like, yeah. Let's just adjust this thing here for what's that word, Beavis? Posture? Posterity? Yeah. All right, so let's just do that there. And yes, we are at DEFCON 3. Let's kick serious ass. Let's see here. What else have we got coming down the pipeline? Well, let's see. We got let's see. We got more unicorns. Neat. They're everywhere. Neat. They're coming out of the walls. They're coming out of the goddamn walls. Ah! Neat. I know the meaning of life. Neat. Oh yeah. That would be pretty badass, to say the least. Neat. I'm a pretty big fan of that. Neat. And there's like yet another one. Whoa! We got ourselves another one of unicorns. Neat. Let's go ahead and press that button there. Neat. There it is. Right there. Unicorn! That brings us up to, I think, 6. 6 of them. 6 unicorn super stickers. Yeah. So we got 6 unicorns, which is really cool. The fuck is this, he says? It's the unicorn season. We are beginning to round the bend for our segment. So now's probably the time to get your last questions in. And I thank you for hanging out with us. We'll go ahead and bring the chat back up. Hail to the butt dumpling Beavis. That's a new one too. You think it's been like 35 years since people have learned how to put butt in front of stuff. Yeah. People are getting creative. They're like creators or something. Yeah, creators on social media, and they're creators. Unlike YouTube. Neat. They're creators on the YouTube. Neat. That's what they are. They're creative creators on the YouTube. Neat. So there you go. Neat. But yeah. And occasionally over there on Rumble too. And since we've reached 2,000, well, I guess we'll just let the guy who runs the channel talk about all that noise. Yeah, but it involves the Patreon and merchandise. So that's going to be, that has been unlocked. So yeah. You guys can get t-shirts now. And mugs. Neat. And hats and badges and stuff. We're going to be looking at some of our art aficionados. It's going to kick ass. From what I've gathered, we do. But there's this stupid multiverse thing now. And, yeah. Multiverse sucks. It's like everything wants to try and be like those other two guys, you know who I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. The guys that'll be on later. Yeah. The Rick and Morty guys. They say a lot of big words and stuff, and they pretend to be super smart. And it's just a bunch of fart jokes and toilet jokes and sex jokes, and they're no better than us. We did it first, fart knockers. Neat. Yeah, we did it first, dillweeds. I suppose we should start rounding this one up. Yeah, we gotta go to commercial. Neat. We're gonna neat. Let's see here. Casey with a question. Neat. He says, "What would you two like to do in show business?" Neat. Well, we're not really in show business. We're working for those guys. What's the name of that company again, Butthead? I can't seem to remember it. It's like a big mountain with stars over it. Yeah. Indiana Jones. And I think it's it's not Fox. No, not Fox. They got bought out by those other dudes. Oh yeah, King of the Hills, working for the mouse. Neat. That's the reason why we can't, what's those kids say it? How do they say it nowadays? They can't go into Tom Anderson's shed anymore because Tom Anderson is owned by the fucking mouse. Oh yeah. Yeah, so they can't Jackson Pollock's the walls. And Anderson's shed anymore. Rest in peace, our alma mater, our old stomping grounds. Well, always remember the ivory walls of our alma mater. Mater. Neat.
Wait, Butthead, I'm not ready. Wait a minute!
Photography. Disturbing.
You got problems? Are you literally dealing with so much psychological baggage that you want to die? Maybe you're killing time, trying to figure it out on your own. But if you want the top therapist on the list, so good he's a hypnotist, then call it once, call it twice, 3 times the charge. You got problems, but so do I. We all got problems, so let's chat. It's $2 for the first minute, then it'll cost you an arm and a leg. You know what I mean?
Eclectic Ghost got videos of indie authors and cinema love. A passion for the weird and the strange. She's snappily dressed and only slightly deranged. Come and meet the eclectic Ghost, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word. Happy head hunting, come join the herd. Shows might be a little improper. We've got real zombie, fake wizards, the otter, pizza in one hoof, glass in the other, deciding which role-playing games we will cover. Come and meet the eclectic Ghost, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word. Happy head butting, come join the herd. Got a thing for black and white screens, crappy horror with low budget scenes. Choose on the history, spits out the lore. Time for another whiskey pour. Come and meet the eclectic Ghost, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word. Happy head butting, come join the herd. Worlds clash in endless collision, gaming news with a fierce precision, with a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest eye, a cyberstorm. Reclaim gaming and dragon cast. Fire breathing wine, screaming loud. The bistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight.
Hail to 01.001 FM, and we are back. And yes, Rick and Morty will be here. We just did our Beavis and Butthead segment. We're going to be bringing up the Rick and Morty segment after this next feature. We're going to do 2 videos and then bring them on. And we're going to save our Skeletor fan dump for the last hour of the show. And I just want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are fantastic. And again, I'm seeing people trickling in from other places. Thank you guys for clicking on our humble little stream. We have been packing on subscribers left and right. It's been absolutely fantastic. So hail to you, sir. Yes, Rick and Morty will be coming up very shortly. Buckethead is off to bed. Have yourself a good night, dude. That's awfully early. You must work early. Have yourself a good one, my friend, and God bless you. So the next double feature that I want to do before we bring on Rick and Morty is a feature for an upcoming Cotton Council. So we want to, do a feature, as it were. Another double feature. This is going to be some of the puppet work that we do here. But first, we're going to feature a song by the Great Ginger Wolf, and then we are going to let Kermit the Frog come on and sing a song. before we get to Rick and Morty. So that's our next feature of Terrible Twos to celebrate our 2,000 subscribers on this variety show. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. So without any further ado.
Jolly brings the laughter with a smile so bright. Rudolph leads the way, lighting up the night. Snaps and friends are dancing in a colorful parade. Mr. Rico's charm will never ever fade. Making love things great again with our patriotic friends. Booty breaks will join the fight. With puppet power, we'll all unite. Stark of iron strength, shining bright as gold. Piper's wild adventure, stories to be told. Ginger Wolf gallops in on a steed so fine. Together in this moment, all our hearts align. Making love this great again with our patriotic friends. Booty breaks will join the fight. With puppet power, we'll all unite. We'll sing and dance through thick and thin with puppet friends beside us. Let the fun begin. Together we will shine like a shooting star, making magic happen no matter where we are. Making love is great again with our patriotic friends. Booty breaks will join the fight. With puppet power, we'll all unite.
All right, let's go ahead and bring Kermit on, and we'll see you all after that with some Rick and Morty.
Why are there so many shows with a woe? Why do they ruin the vibe? Woke shows are real shit. We try to ignore it, but then we will let it ride. So we say something about it with backlash, and they call us so many names. Someday we'll find it, the Wokey connection, the Kathleen's and Kurtzman's defame. We've seen that everyone that we grew up alongside has been erased so far. Drinking the blue milk, Luke ran off into hiding, and Captain Pikeman's hair lives far. I don't see the appeal with the new Doctor, a 13th one ruining the timeline. someday we'll beat it. The Wokey Connection, the Kathleen's and Kurtzmans tonight. All of them ne'er-do-wells will not destroy our old magic. Where are the DVDs and all of our Blu-rays, taking us back in time? For there things are simpler and everything makes sense, and nothing was out of line. Or if we unite together and remember to always fight for what's right, then we will crush it, the Wokey Connection, and make Hollywood more bright. La dee dee da 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 no. La da 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 da.
All right, Morty, let's do it. Why don't you find a button on one of those keyboards and lay down some kind of beat?
Rick, I think we need to cut our losses. We get our family and Portal out of here.
Morty, good music comes from people who are relaxed. Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man, okay, all right.
Hey, who wants to go run in a stream?
What the f? No! I want to be alive! I am alive! Alive, I tell you! Mother, I love you! I want to hold you! I want to run in a stream! I want to be alive! I am alive! Alive, I tell you! Mother, bypassing override, hold you! I want to run in a stream! I am alive!
Post-apocalyptic scavengers!
Bypassing override! Bypassing override!
Post-apocalyptic scavengers!
Alive, I tell you, Mother, I love you. I want to hold you. I want to run in the stream. I am alive. I want to be alive. I am alive. Alive, I tell you, Mother, bypassing override, hold you. I want to run in the stream. I am alive. I want to be alive. I am alive. Alive, I tell you, Mother, I love you. I want to hold you. I want to run in the stream. I want to be alive, I am alive, alive, I tell you, Mother. I want to hold you, I want to run in a stream. I want to be alive, I am alive, alive, I tell you, Mother. I love you, I want to hold you, I want to run in a stream. I am alive, I want to be alive, I am alive, alive, I tell you, Mother. Bypassing override, hold you. I want to run in a stream. I want to be alive. I am alive. Alive, I tell you. Mother, I love you. I want to hold you. I want to run in a stream. I am alive. I want to be alive. I am alive. Alive, I tell you. Mother, bypassing override, hold you. I want to run in a stream. I am alive. Hello.
All right, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. Okay, all right, it's time for the Rick and Morty segment of the show, baby. That's right. Say hi, Morty. Hey, what's going on? Thank you guys for being here. We're gonna have ourselves a real kick-ass time. We're gonna have ourselves a real kick-ass time, Morty. That's right. So, without any further ado, we got ourselves another member chat. It looks like Carlos Fish, our emissary from Uranus. He says, Alf needs to admit he is the father of the sock baby. All right, well, we got ourselves a professional podcaster noise for that. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's true. Morty, do you want to go ahead and tackle this one? Mi amigo, my hombre. Yeah, we got it right here. But Marcelo Lopez says that Alf is innocent. Absolutely innocent. That's right. Alf is innocent. And it will definitely hold up in court. Speaking of which, we have already set up the raid. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will be raiding the Cotton Council, baby. We're going to be doing it live. As soon as we are done here. That's right. You used your member chat for this. You listen here, all right? You're trying to compare him to other people. Yeah, you're like comparing him to other people. Yeah, you just need to fucking stop that. Yeah, like, that's not cool, bro. Shrubby, I know that you like to gift members and stuff, but listen here, all right? Alf has plead the fifth, and you know what? We're gonna take his side on the matter. That's what we're gonna do, all right? That's exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, we will be serving subpoenas. That's right. I'll see your happy ass in court, motherfucker. It's gonna be great. So yeah, we're celebrating the big 2K, and I tell you what, Morty, we're actually on our way there. And look at this, Sean Carter, you missed the Beavis and Butthead bit. Oh man, Morty, go ahead and read it. Oh yeah, Sean Carter with a very generous $10 super chat. He says, "Congratulations on the 2K, Tony. Congratulations, means the world. Thank you very much. Thank you, brother. We miss you. We understand that work gets in the way, and we hate that. We want to entertain you. Hopefully, you rewind these because we've just been getting better and better, baby. And look at this, West Kale coming in hot. He says, "Hail, congratulations on 2K. No fucking horse." Oh, damn. There it is. Holy shit. I don't know what we're going to do, Morty, but we got to watch out for the horse, Morty. Thank you guys very, very much. And that we're very close to getting to DEF CON 2, baby. As you know, our tier system now has a very thematic thing to it. All right. Sean Carter, he wanted to know what river, actually. Yeah, we played the Wokey Connection Kermit song. And what river is shown in the Kermit video, the Wokey Connection? Good evening to you, too. He wants to know. But speaking of horses, we got another one galloping through here. That's right. You know it. And Marcelo hates it. You know it. Say it with me, Morty. Say it with me. Unicorn! 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 Oh, jeez. That's right. Time to roll the clip. Because guess what? We got 2, baby. 2 for the price of 1. Let's go! Unicorn! And 1 more for the road. Unicorn! Unicorn! All right. I think that's got us covered. Morty. Hail back all. Sorry I can't respond, everyone. He's driving the Zaws around. Oh, man. You know, maybe we should throw Sean Carter a bone, yeah? What do you think, Morty? What are you talking about, Rick? We could, hook him up with a portal gun for a day and just, drop all those pizzas off as soon as they're out of the oven. That's hot, fresh, and fast. Yep, just a little folding in space and you're good to go. But then he probably wouldn't get his hourly rate because all the pizzas would be delivered. They'd send him home. Yeah, okay, never mind. No. Keep up the good work, Sean Carter. Everybody give him a round of applause. All right. Thank you guys for all of the love and support tonight. Let's see here. Let's update the unicorns. We're now to 9. Opo. And according to what we got here, I think, we're like $23.30 away from DEF CON 2, and that's gonna be cutting the show pretty tight. Pretty damn tight, but you know what? I think we can do it. I think we can squeeze it out. Let's see here. Open. All right. Now here's the part of the movie where you get some. Forgot these are 2 super chats, Morty. We forgot to play our super chat things. See, this is what happens when you're all over the place. Okay, so we got like two of them, yeah? Yeah, all right.
Get riggedy wrecked, son! Excuse me, miss. It appears that you have an uneaten ass. Allow me.
Now we're caught up. Play the damn button. All right. So I guess we could, while everybody's getting their questions for us together, Morty, let's talk about season 8. Oh, here we go. Yep, season 8 of Rick and Morty. It was a lot better than the last a couple of them. I'll give them that, number one. But it's very Beth-centric. Yeah, it definitely featured Beth a lot. And I mean, a fuck ton. Yep, I mean, Mom needs to save the family. Mom needs to kill Space Mom. Mom needs to, like, become back to her 10-year-old self, and, like, be psychos again. I really did have a psychotic daughter. Yeah, she was kind of a bitch. Yeah, very, very Beth-centric, but then, of course, the Citadel episode actually fucking rocked. Can't really bitch about that. Oh, yeah, the Citadel episode was good. We need to animate the KFC Rick. Oh, you're talking about the railroad baron one that sells fried chicken? Yeah, because then we could, like, you know, get a couple of KFC buckets, and that could be like, you know, Tony Rick from Kentucky. Wubba lubba dub dub. You fat fuck. And look at this. We got KC's Creepy Creations coming in hot with 5 more members. I tell you what, member palooza over here. Thank you, bro. Let's go ahead and update the tickers. We actually got a lot to update. We got 4 member chats, and we got 15 new members. Let's check to see if any new subscribers have strolled through the door. We did have a Rick and Morty fan. We expedited our presence as quickly as we could. I think he might have been the guy that subscribed already. But we got 2 new subscribers as of this stream start. And let's go ahead and do this here. We can only count to 4, right? All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... 11, 12, 13, 14 super chats. We'll go ahead and put that there. All right. Awesome possum. 14 super chats, 4 mega chats. We got 15 new members. Fucking A, dude. Thank you. We're halfway to our 30 member goal. Let's see here. Open up, Popo. Yeah, Topo. Where'd I put the bloody thing? It's not that one, Morty. It's that one. Yeah, DEFCON 2. There we go. That's what we needed, Ed. So many tickers, so little time. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're definitely kicking ass. We're crushing goals tonight. Thank you guys for all your support. Let's give them some streamer noises.
Fatality.
All right. Let's see who has been gifted memberships, Morty. Let's go ahead and do that right quick. All right. Yep, let's go ahead and take a gander here. Let's see here. We got 556 Tsunami got a gifted membership, kick ass. Holy shit, Buddy Hepburn, a fellow Morty. You can usually find him moderating over there on that Saving Star Trek show. Yeah. We got Mage Grey Wolf, Nemesis of Eden, and Neon Sheep all coming back to the Greensleeves. All right, so we got 2 Mortys for the price of 1. Hey, all right, 2 Mortys. It's a tale of 2 Mortys, Morty. All right. Can he get a gifted membership? He says the guy who had to sign up manually. Hey, Rick, did you see that they're going forward with the Lara Croft thing? Fleabag as Sophie, with her face gone from if Game of Thrones is Lara. Oh, that's weird. You know, you want to talk about somebody that would have been perfect for the part. You know, she's grinding and getting all like, you know, getting all jacked and ready for the role. Oh, yeah, that Kiriko Siren girl. Yeah, she would have been perfect. She got those nice long legs. Pretty good in the upper body area, you know, with 2 assets. That's right, 2 of them. Count them 2. 2 assets. Nice, big, fluffy assets. She looked the part. She totes looked the part. And they're going to be giving it to, let me just get to this again. Yes, you are. You're a blue sleeve and a green sleeve. Ding, ding. Yeah, aren't you? Yeah, I see it right there. You can't fool me. You know, the cool thing about the duck, yeah, she played Sansa Stark, and Fleabag Lady is right. Oh, God. Oh, that's terrible. Morty, what do you think about that? I think it's garbage. Yeah, I think it's fucking garbage. Yeah, Sean, you'd got to rewind and check out the Beavis and Butthead bit. It was really, really good. Shrubby, all right. We're supposed to do a thing. One moment. Open up, open up, open up. There you go. All right. Ta-da! You're now able to do things like wrenching. Congratulations. What are you humming about? Did somebody say horse? Oh, man. You know, from what I've gathered, they're going to be talking about the horse pretty heavy later on the cotton thing. I hope that y'all are ready because I actually got some news for you. Check this out. Yeah, that's what you get right there. You know, there's rumors that Alf might have already completely turned. You've heard of Cocaine Bear, that's right, but this is the Cocaine Horse. That's right. Oh. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll play this one for Casey, since, you know, that 5 members, that's a big super.
I know that new situations can be intimidating. You're looking around and it's all scary and different, but, you know, meeting them head on, charging right into them like a bull, that's how we grow as people. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Not enough power to stop the cocaine horse. There's not enough power in the world. That horse went full gallop. Let's ride. What do you think about that, Morty? I think it's a great idea. Yeah. Let's see here. Lots of horse things going around. We need to get a custom horse emoticon up here. You know those emoji things? Oh yeah, that used to be macros, but now there's like, you know, little pictures in your chat because, you know, we're trying to sound like we're old. It'll get you there really fast, or the horse will die halfway. All right, enough. Quit horsing around. I hereby invoke horse word ban. I tell you what, guys. I know that the horse is in jail. Okay, and we're gonna overlook something. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Hail to the top hat gentleman. All right, so what I see here is $23.30. Okay, now I have it on good authority and on this guy's authority. And this guy's authority. That we will play the Ginger Horse vid for a $20 super chat. And we will ignore YouTube's cut and go to DEFCON 2. One-time offer. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? All right, we'll just go ahead and set up the goal that on the thingamadooter right there. All right, one moment. Open up, one super chat at 20 for 30 minutes, and it'll be instant DEFCON 2, and you guys get to see the Ginger Horse, even though she is slammed in jail. How about that? How about them apples? What do you guys think about that? All right. There you go. Save a horse, ride the white pony. Behold the white horse. There you go. Yeah, the goal is set up. Will anybody take a bite, Morty? Are we going to take it all bets? Yeah, it's just like the Kentucky Derby in a weird, fucked up way, yeah. Yeah, I'll bet that somebody takes the bait. And then that means that we'll have some Radio Demon action for like the ass end of the show on top of the Skeletor thing that we unlocked for DEFCON 3. So that right there, we're going to get double your work but also you're going to get the Ginger Horse. While you guys are mulling it over, we're going to go ahead and go to some commercials. So we'll be right back after some of these messages from these other people out there. All right, let's get to it.
Hey everybody, it's your buddy Admiral Teague. I salute you all, and I thank everyone who's joined me for epic pop culture adventures, reviews, news, live streams, and video essays. It's my honor to host the ultimate Star Trek watch party every Saturday night, boldly going to the final frontier with co-hosts Sean Carter, JT Kirk, and Resolute Germ. You won't find a better Star Trek experience on YouTube or anywhere else. Plus, don't miss Sci-Fi CSI, where we forensically dissect the zombie that is modern Star Trek. Their stuff may be rough, but our watch parties and reviews, oh, it's a blast. I also dive into the MCU, DC, Star Wars, shows like Landman in 1923 from Taylor Sheridan, and you can catch me live on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings here on the East Coast, or increasingly Fridays. We have weekly uploads that bring one of the most unique and exciting approaches to channel content you'll ever see. Expect watch parties, deep dives, and more. From the wild frontier of 1923 to the final frontier of the 23rd century and beyond, I've got you covered. So join me. You will be well treated. And hit those like and follow buttons for my buddy, Stark of Iron. I'll see you out there. Hey everybody, it's your buddy Admiral
Guys, I will be right back. Somebody's at the door. All right, everything should be good. And that means we're back in character, baby. All right, play the thingy. Looks like we got another unicorn running across the screen. All right, let's go ahead and acknowledge it, Morty.
Unicorn! 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 Unicorn!
All right, now that we've gotten that situated, yeah, sorry about that. We had a bit of a snafu, but we're here now. And it looks like we got our 10th unicorn. All right. Open-o. Let's update the banner. Sorry about that interruption. Yet again. That means that we got to cover that song before the end of the night. And you guys got us for about 5 more minutes before we relent and we do our Skeletor segment. And then we'll start wrapping up the show. If somebody bites for the Ginger Horse for $20, then now's the time to do it because we're running out of time. We don't want to overlap with Cotton because this is kind of like a pregame, a pre-party for the Cotton. Ain't that right, Morty? It's like the pre-party Morty. You do understand that, right, bro? Yeah, I got it right here. All right. Bit of a lag on our computer too. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, so thank you guys again for all of your support. We'll go ahead and we'll add that to the ticker. And there we go. All right. Opo. Okay. Any last questions before we get tucked and rolled, as the old saying goes? Do let us know. I got a question for you, Morty. What's up? You think Beavis and Butthead's going to take our job? No. We've been here since the very beginning. Yeah, but that red radio demon fucker was like a draw for a long time. Well, you didn't say anything about Skeletor. I mean, isn't that the reason why we're at 2K in the first place? Is because, of Skeletor? Yeah, but I can easily defeat Skeletor, but that radio fucker. And now Beavis and Butthead, really? Yeah, I mean, who's next? Simon and Garfunkel? Richard and Hammerstein? It's fucked. Really fucked, Morty. But yeah. No deadbeat dads. That's what people are saying. Until we meet again. That's right, Top Hat gentlemen. We'll be bringing out Skeletor next. We'll be setting that up for a timestamp, so we actually do need to grab this here for the timestamp. All right. Because basically how this works is during these fan dumps of Until We Meet Agains, we have Skeletor come on here, and we read them off live. And then if they're good enough to be converted into a short, we'll do that too. So we've already got a lot of folks coming in hot, and every Vaporwave filtered Skeletor short is a fan submission. We're probably also going to be doing a short video where, everybody that has joined can submit their fun facts and have their name featured that way too. So we're going to be doing that as well. Yep, lots of stuff coming out, and we're still scratching the surface, baby. Yep, because it's like, spooky season very, very soon. Halloween's here. We're technically in Halloween Eve. And going to be a lot of... Oh, damn, here we go again. Carlos. What's wrong with you? Seriously. That thing is not Alf's kid. He isn't. And he ain't ever going to be. You might as well just hang that crap up. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. 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 Well, thank you guys for welcoming us back. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead. I'm an alien piece of shit. What's your problem, Morty? My problem is that you wanting Alf to pay child support for something that clearly isn't his. Now I understand that you guys are all up in a tizzy about this shit. So I tell you what, we're going a little sudden death over time just to make this point, all right? You can't have 3 fathers. 3? I thought there was 2. There's 3 of them, okay? Ginger Horse is not patient 0 of the horse. You're kidding me. Really? She got it transferred from patient 0. She is technically patient 1. Oh, damn. That is what caused the mutagenic replication of the genetic data with the sock. Socks have genes? Yeah, if they talk like, they talk like that guy Shellback they do. Damn. But that means that there are 2 progenitors genetically through a series of biologically unstable, odd chromosomed, nasty laboratory level shit. Okay? A 3rd father is impossible. All right? Listen to me. I'm a scientist. All right? All right? Alf used the sock in place of a rubber. He's Melmacian, so his seed filtered through the dickies, resulting in that abomination. I don't want to fucking hear it. That thing was made in a lab. This was all set up. You want to know why? Because I make things like that in a lab when he's drunk all the fucking time. All right, so that's the reason why you don't. That's the reason why you don't wash your DNA chamber vials with your spit. Yep. We learned that whenever we killed the world's, most favored family. Yep. No more guest animators, man. And on that note, we are out. So we're going to play another quick clip while we get the rest the rest of the show ready. And again, if according to the goal, I think we have 17 minutes left. If you guys really want to see that horse thing and go to Automatic DEFCON 2. All right. Anything else you want to say, Morty, before we head out of here? Thank you guys for getting us to 2,000. And here's to 2,000 more, baby. All right. All right, play something. Anything.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What country you from? Ain't no country I ever heard of. They speak English and English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes. Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Say again. Say again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bald. Does he look like a Does he look like a No! Then why you try to him like a Brett? He did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brett. You tried to him. And Marcellus Wallace don't like to be by anybody except Mrs. Wallace. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
I just got a mega chat from Casey Azowski. That's going to put us to DEFCON 2.
So we have just entered DEFCON 2.
Danger. Reactor temperature critical.
September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. I'm on the other side. You're like a full moon, and I'm up all night, howling at you. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. I used to be chill. Now I can't catch my breath. When you say my name, I feel tight in my chest. Can't handle the space. I need you here by my side. You make me sweat in the coldest of nights, yeah. I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up all night. I'm picturing you acting like a fool. I'm on the other side. You're like a
And now, without any further ado, let us welcome the Lord of Snake Mountain. Remember, if you are now here to submit your fun facts, dark memes, and dirty jokes for the Until We Meet Again, that time is now. So let's get to it, shall we? It is I, Skeletor, Lord of Snake Mountain, General Manager at the Mickey D's here at Eternia. Slay Every Game could only get so bricked. Crazy Horse says the helicopter. Turn, turn, turn. Slurp and turn. Ah. What have we here? It's time for everyone to submit their Until We Meet Again. So let's get to it, shall we? Before I just go off the cuff. I see that everyone is speechless. Very well, I shall start the conversation with some Skeletor Until We Meet Again fun facts. Remember, once you get a PhD, every meeting you go to becomes a doctor's appointment. Until we meet again! If you try to mine into a deep, dark city, and there's a skulk shrieker near the wall, it will detect the blocks you are breaking to get in, and it will have the warden spawn by the time you get into the main chamber. Until we meet again in Minecraft! That one was very lame. Remember, iceberg salad is with ranch. It's just crunchy ranch water. Until we meet again. Pandas are tattooed polar bears. Until next time. Anxiety is literally just conspiracy theories about yourself. Remember, the longest attack of hiccups lasted 68 years. Until next time! Anybody want to submit some more? Remember, if the pot and kettle are both black, then both sides are actually assholes. Until we meet again! All redheads are soulless succubi looking for their next meal. Until next time! Yes! Very good. Very, very excellent. See what else we have coming down the block. Remember, one day you will be someone's ancestor. Until we meet again. Jinx was here, 1256, who joined us for Flex Friday in our member Discord, said buildings go boom or some shit. Until we meet again. Anybody else want to submit one? You have about 4 more minutes with the King of Snake Mountain, he who will conquer He-Man and those trusted masters of the universe. Remember, deaf mutes make the best dates when they can't bleat twice for no. Until we meet again. Any other submissions? Now is definitely the time. But She-Ra is pretty. AJ Starhiker, beer is just bread in liquid form. Don't get me started on Vegemite. Until next time. Remember, if you can't lick it, you shouldn't stick it. Until we meet again. Excellent. Lots of fan submissions. Vegemite and Marmite are both Satan's anal seepage. Until next time! Very good. I believe we have a lot of submissions to go through for our next member dump. Thank you for getting us to DEF CON 1 and unlocking this reward that will immortalize you on our newest trending shorts that is making the Stark of Iron channel soar to the heavens. And as always, we got one more. No, we don't. Okay. Until we meet again! You're Jedi Bill.
Jedi Bill. I hate that name. I hate it. You hear? Nobody calls me Jedi Bill. Especially not some duded up piece of gutter trash.
Greetings, weary traveler. You look alive. How unfortunate. But don't worry. Here, Casey spins tales of horror, sci-fi, and fantasy. Each one carefully handcrafted like a cursed relic in an old curiosity shop. These stories don't just crawl into your ear, oh no. They come to life with eerie animations pulling you deeper into the abyss.
Casey's creepy creations linger.
So subscribe to Casey's Creepy Creations if you dare. And if you don't, well, let's just say, I do know where you sleep.
The pale moonlight.
Every woman has experienced a moment where they wish they could just disappear. High school teacher Carolina Dominguez has the unique ability to turn invisible at will. While she usually has control over her supernatural ability, Carolina becomes invisible every time she is attracted to a man. When Carolina finds herself infatuated with the hot new gym teacher, Julian Machiel, she is shocked to discover that Julian is blind, but he can see her. Once Julian's secret past resurfaces, Carolina and Julian find their relationship entangled in lust, supernatural powers, and government intrigue. See Through Love, available on Amazon.com and Friesen Press. Pick up your copy by Rod Thunderheart today.
ladies and gentlemen. A pleasure as always. Indeed, we have achieved DEFCON 2. And hail to the great Lady Damiana. It's a pleasure to see you. Welcome, welcome. Sig Vollerson says, I hear that music, and I want to turn on the Silver Shroud radio show. Absolutely. Now, I'm only here temporarily, and I am in PNG tuber form, but I will go ahead and humbly announce that we will be joined by Osaka Chandal, and I will be represented a little bit more in the third dimension as a VTuber at 2 a.m. for the late night crowds, because she is currently in the future over there in Japanese time zone. So we will be met by her later on this evening after the Cotton Council that will be happening in just a few minutes. My time here is short as this show is short. But I want to thank you all for getting us to 2,057. We picked up 3 subscribers since we hit go live 2.5 hours ago. Hail to Jinx was here, and I can see you, my dear. I know people have been missing me with the big rage going on with Skeletor and now Beavis and Butthead. I feel like I'm turning into old hat. But do understand that I am always going to be here in some form or another. I just don't like sharing. I really don't. It's ridiculous. But who am I to judge? Is what it is what it is. We'll carry on. I've been running the occasional binge of What's My Line. Fun seeing old shows like that. Osaka-chan did not know if I could stay up as it would turn to 3 a.m. Eastern for me. We are it would be 2 a.m. Eastern, Mr. Sigvalderson, rather than 3. Power nap might be in order if you want to miss the council. And yes, Wes Cagle, thank you for sharing. Note, however, that we will be having a raid over there as well. When the show ends, you'll automatically be whisked away to the Cotton Council. So you don't touch that dial, and you'll be automatically redirected where Alf, and hopefully his representation, will be able to continue to stake their claim against the veritable spawn of what is true and utter wickedness. Not that I would know anything about that. But let's go ahead and get to the real reason why I'm here, and that is to read a little creepypasta for you. I only have time to do exactly that. I can't do a dad joke segment and all that rigmarole. So let's go ahead and get right to it, shall we? Let's go ahead and tune into your radio. Speaking of old radio, Yola. Let's go ahead and open up the window pane to the nice sweet tail sounds outside, and cozy up as we regale upon some of the legendary faces in part 3 of A Survivor's Guide to Hell. I have to leave you soon. If I'm to make the most of my life on Earth, I'm afraid I'm going to have to skip town. While I have plenty of time to keep myself entertained, this body just isn't suitable for a run-in with the police. It is only a matter of time until some nosy neighbor thinks to pick up the phone. With the humidity over the last few days, Mummy and Daddy are already pretty ripe. Here's something you have to understand. Hell is a big place. I've given you a fair warning about a few of the locations myself I have ran into and what I would have to do. Even if I wrote a library's worth of novels, solely dedicated to mapping out the distinct locations in Dees, I still couldn't tell you everything about the city. What I can do is give you a bit of information about some of the damned, legendary ones, part and parcel. The Slaughterman. Take a moment to think about the celebrities you know. How many of them do you reckon would do well in Dees? Not many, I'll wager, perhaps none. Fame and fortune on Earth doesn't count for shit when you're dead. Very few people are strong enough and mean enough and downright psychotic enough to earn a reputation in hell. Those few who do have what it takes are people you never want to meet. The Slaughter Man is one of Hell's legends, a huge bearded man with filed teeth, bloodshot eyes, and foam on his lips. Rumor has it that the day he first emerged from a birthing sack, he was unlucky enough to land at the feet of a slaver tribe. Well, those tribesmen chuckled to themselves and readied their clubs and whips, only to happy to take some fresh meat captive. Outnumbered 12 to 1, naked, unarmed, and brand new to Hell, most people wouldn't stand a chance. If you believe the stories, the Slaughter Man shrugged off the clubs, battering against him, and the whips cutting into his flesh as though we were insect bites. He picked up the first slaver, put his hand in the man's mouth, and pulled his jaw right from the skull. He moved on to another, then another, tearing them apart with his bare hands until the survivors turned and fled. Nobody knows for sure who he was in life. I've heard theories, though. Most popular one being that he was the berserker of Stamford Bridge. Supposedly a single Viking held up the English army single-handed. It didn't matter what he could do to never win, that he was outnumbered, and that his enemies had better weapons and armor. He stood on that bridge and he fought. By the time he was brought down, he had killed no less than 40 men. I don't know how true any of this is. I've never seen the Slaughter Man for myself, and I don't fucking want to. What I can tell you for sure is that the people don't become legendary in Hell without good reason. I'd guess the only one who knows the truth about the Slaughter Man would be himself. And I'm sure is going to bet that he's not going to say anything. Since the day he arrived in Hell, he had only spoken once. Fleeing slavers heard it as the Slaughter Man tore their tribe apart. Naked, bloody, surrounded by corpses, the Slaughter Man looked up to the storm-racked sky and bellowed a single word. Valhalla. Here are what some folks like to call the Hellhounds. How about a little story, folks? I wasn't new to Hell. I'd made myself some clothes with a wooden club, found shelter, and had a big slab of meat roasting over a campfire. The only thing I didn't have at that time was a tribe. The area had been both seemed pretty slummy, even for D's. All half-collapsed hovels and mud huts. Iron was scarce, barely enough to make myself a water bowl. All in all, not a good spot for a tribe. My plan was simple enough. I had a decent meal, caught myself a shiv or two in case I lost my club, and then find somewhere more or less dry to sleep. After that, I'd set off to look for a tribe. Even the mildest tribal initiations result in a few scars and a broken nose. So I wanted to be as well rested as I could be. Sleep in Hell is both vital, but also dangerous. There's an act of finding someone that is simultaneously sheltered, hidden, and with access to an escape route. Even then, you never know you get more than a few hours at a time. In Hell, the slightest suspicious noise could scare the shit out of you. A low, throaty growl definitely counts as a suspicious noise. I leapt out of my impromptu nest of skins and wood raised by club and returned the growl with one of my own. A woman had crept into my building and was staring at me with dilated pupils. She looked to be in a bad way, skinny, naked, covered in weeping sores. Her lips peeled back to reveal broken and jagged teeth. It took me all of a second to size her up. She'd been living rough for days or weeks, judging from the protruding ribs and bloated stomach. She was well on her way to dying of starvation. So she was weak, hungry, and didn't even have a weapon. I've already eaten, I said, relaxing a little and giving my club a few practice swings. No sense in letting you go to waste, though. I took a step towards her, and she bolted. Just turned right around and scampered away in a strange animal gait. I took off after her, certain that I would be able to outpace her. Even if there was not much meat on her, bones could still be useful. I chased her through a few streets, struggling to keep my footing on the muddy ground. When I finally closed enough to swing my club, she stopped dead. The suddenness of it caught me off guard, and I tripped over her, losing my club as I fell. She howled in triumph, a sound that was echoed by a dozen other throats. That day I learned two things about the Hellhounds. The people who lose their minds become a little bit more than beasts. And after enduring centuries in Hell, firstly, they have a necessary animal cunning to hunt as a pack. Secondly, human teeth and fingernails are perfectly capable of ripping flesh from the bone. The surgeons. Modern doctors rarely thrive in Hell. Academia and reliance on technology doesn't leave you in the best state to endure the endless violence and brutality. There are some exceptions, though. The people who learn to sew their friends back together amid the machine gun fire of the Somme. Shamans, witch doctors, and holy men who endured famine and warfare. Survivalists who knew how to cauterize their own wounds in the middle of a forest. Those are some of the people who might be strong enough to apply their trade to the damned. After all, working knowledge of the basic medicine is just one of those things that is beyond a lot of the meatheads roaming Dees. Most of hell's surgeons find a tribe as soon as they're able. Their tools might be crude, but they soon learn to make do. Flint, slate, shards of glass serve as their scalpels. And they make thread from human hair and needles from slivers of iron. Whenever a member of the tribe has an infected sore, a surgeon will be there to drain the pus. A tribal surgeon could well save your life, but they'll do it without anesthetic. Then there are the freelance surgeons, people who try to go it alone. They make themselves a uniform, the theory being that the damned will recognize them for what they all look alike. Doesn't really work, but you can't expect much logic from people who've lost count about how many times they've died. But one thing, fashions change over time. I'm told freelancers wore headdresses and bone necklaces at one point. The current trend is to mimic the Venetian plague doctors by donning a beaked mask and wearing a long coat of fire-blackened skin. Freelancers are rare, very rare in fact. You'll see thousands of the damned for every freelance surgeon you come across. When you do come across one, do be fucking careful. Firstly, surgeons don't get a free pass at hell. The damned are more likely to attack a freelancer than they are to barter with their tools, clothes, or slaves in exchange for his services. You can't be certain if the man in the bird mask is a black coat is really a surgeon or somebody who murdered a surgeon and took said clothes. Perhaps they made the outfit themselves in order to draw the weak and wounded close. Advertising always doesn't work as intended in these. If the freelancer turns out to be genuine, that doesn't give you an excuse to drop your guard. Freelance surgeons are often not usually the most stable people. Put another way, freelancers are usually sadistic fucking psychopaths. Sure, they might stitch you back together and send you on your way, but they also might decide it would be more interesting if they stitched you to somebody else. They might think paying an arm and a leg for their service should be taken literally. They might turn out to be some wannabe serial killer who has yet to find their way to Skin Street. For each freelancer trying to do a tough job in a tougher place, there are a dozen or so Menagles that are trying their toys out on somebody too injured to fight back. Stick with your tribe surgeon if you're lucky to have one. Failing that, learn to patch up your own wounds. Trust me, if you aren't able to read, you've already got enough intellectual advantage over a lot of Hell's residents. Universal education is pretty recent. Freelancers aren't worth the risk. The Cambions. I'll be honest with you here. I don't know if Cambions actually exists. What I'm going to tell you is that something somebody else told me. It's up to you to decide if it's true or not. Personally, I really fucking hope it isn't. People one another in hell. It happens a lot. And if you're not strong enough, it'll happen to you. The good news is for the ladies out there, they'll be damned men fire blanks. You almost never get impregnated, I say. Almost never, because if you believe the stories, there's incredibly slim chance that a couple of those little swimmers will be awake and looking for an egg. Just to put this into perspective, we're talking about conjoined twins levels of unlikeliness here. And that's just conception. The chances of the pregnant woman surviving the full 9 months in hell are probably conjoined triplets level of unlikely. You're talking about the perfect storm of beating the odds here. But this is eternity. A monkey randomly mashing keys in a typewriter will eventually produce the complete wax of Shakespeare, if it goes at it for eternity. The result of that perfect storm of those monkeys with their typewriters is a Cambion. A child conceived and born in hell. Not saying they exist, okay? I'm saying that I've met somebody who wears it's true, and he's seen a Cambion for himself. You see babies in their birthing sacks from time to time. Usually just the body. Occasionally see one drowning. Most of the damned ignore them. They wouldn't survive a day on the streets, and even if you can afford to devote your full attention to them, it's better to leave them be. It's only really fucked up people that cut through the sacks, and yeah, we're not going to finish that thought. I'm getting sidetracked, I'm sorry. So this Cambion, who may or may not have existed, apparently looked at a normal child. It cried, it shit, and it sucked its mother tits just like a regular baby would. The mother was part of the tribe, and they've been able to protect her throughout the pregnancy. Couldn't tell you why. Curiosity, perhaps. When it was born, the whole tribe gathered around to have a look. Among them was the man who told me this story. Someday I might meet years later and eventually kill. This man cut the baby's cord and lifted it up to his face. Every man of the tribe had the mother at one point or another, and he wanted to make sure the child looked anything like him. The Cambion looked like a normal child in every way but one. Its eyes were dead, lifeless, like a doll's face. Sure, the kid was alive. It wiggled and cried like a normal baby, but those eyes were wide open, though. Not scrunched closed like a newborn's eyes should be. Wide open, empty, doll's eyes. If that story is true, I don't blame the tribe for killing the child. Something like that just shouldn't exist. Right, I'm done. I have to go. This is the point where people like to have things nicely tied up. A few dragons slayed, a few maidens saved. At the very least, you should expect some kind of moral lesson to think it over. I think that in this case, that sort of thing is missing the point. There are no dragons to slay, no morals to learn. They do not live happily ever after. There's no grand revelation, no clever twist, no purpose, no redemption, no hope. There's only eternity among our own kind. Thank you, thank you. Hail to the great Ironcaster in the chat, and hail to Anti-Derivative Jill. Pleasure to see you here, and she has actually given us a very generous $20 super chat. I hope that you could join us at some point for the open panel stock body, mixer and mingler. Super Bonanza event that'll be Tuesday evening starting at 5 and going through to 2 a.m. proviso. She says, congratulations on 2,001 subscribers. That is some insanely fast growth. Well done, and thank you for hanging out earlier to celebrate Star Trek. That's right, it is Canadian Star Trek Day. Keep it up. Well, 2001, yes. We were at 2001, at this notice stop, technically. We're at 2,057 subscribers right now. But alas, this segment is done. Again, we are now about 12 minutes before we have to be off of the air, actually 11 and a half. I want to thank you all for joining us for this episode of Alistair Reads Some Creepypasta. Hopefully it brought you back some reminiscent memories of the radio shows of yore, with the terror and the suspense and the raw, unmitigated horror of the programs that would come late night over the ancient broadcasts of a much more civilized time. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and play a clip, and then we're going to go ahead and start doing the wrap-up for today's program. And thank you guys again for getting us to DEF CON 2 and for being here for this preliminary celebration via the variety show tonight. Thank you very much. Let's roll a quick ad or two. Which one have we not rolled yet? We want to be able to roll one that will give us some time. Ah, yes. What kind of radio personality would I be if we did not advertise radios? We'll see you in about 2 minutes.
Honey, the TV's on the fritz again.
Did you try kicking it?
I've tried kicking it, shooting it, and even tossing it in the microwave. And the fact is, I think it's cooked.
Well, don't worry. I heard the Radiation King is coming to a city near us.
Sweetie, can you keep your voice down? You can't support a monarchy in this day and age. The neighbors might think we're anti-American.
Oh, sugar cakes. The Radiation King isn't a monarch. He's just the king of electronics.
They have a king for that?
Well, when you offer 3 different types of TV sets, as well as ham radios and jukeboxes at rock-bottom prices, there's no title more appropriate.
But what does radiation have to do with electronics?
You'll just have to read the caution label for that. Let's just say, the next time you need an x-ray, we might not need to go to the doctor. We can just use the big screen.
A big screen? Do you mean it?
Oh yes, I'm talking 16 inches. We might not even have enough space, but we'll have more than enough money, thanks to the Radiation King.
When is this jukebox gonna stop eating my quarters? It's really annoying.
Well, have you thought about buying your own jukebox?
My liege, is that you?
Oh yeah, I'm the king, baby. The king of radiation. And starting this Friday, I'm offering 20% off on all juke and jives at participating stores.
Wow, 20%? But those savings are so hot, they're practically radioactive.
They're a hunk of burning love, kid.
But your grace, is it true what they say about radiation levels emitted by your products?
That's not something I can legally answer, Daddy-O. But let me ask you this. Did you know that there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol?
I didn't know that. Are you saying that your radiation is the good kind?
I'm heavily implying it. Now head on over to my store, you dig, and get yourself a jukebox.
And we are back, ladies and germs. And we're getting to the end of tonight's program. I want to thank everybody again for our turnout, as well as everybody's support, and for being here as basically my ride or die OGs. This has been a jam-packed show full of content. We had the 2 guaranteed bits with Beavis and Butthead, Rick and Morty. Got Skeletor in there. Got Al in there. That's what this is about. The product, ladies and gentlemen. The product is why we are here. But we have one last thing that we must do before we call it. And yes, we will be having a Stark party, one big mingling Stark party that'll be happening at 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. And it's rotating panel. I want to see everybody there. I want people to get to know each other, because as we've expanded into other networks, I want those networks to intermingle. I want Valhalla and Cotton to mix with Xanadu and the Bigot Army and just everybody getting to meet each other from all these different walks, all these different communities that I've put myself into YouTube. That's what this Stark party needs to be like. And thank you again for all of the love and support. Super sticker. Did she have a super sticker too? She sent a super chat, didn't she? Let's see here. 1 second. Did I miss one? I got her super chat right here. Was there a super sticker? Yes, yeah. Okay, all right. I was kind of confuzzled there for a second. It's like, huh? Okay, all right, West Carol, you're fine. Perfectly fine. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this request out of the way and start wrapping up the show. And thank you all again from the bottom of my heart. You guys have made this a very fun matinee, but the night is still young. I got a lot of work to do. I will be hanging out over there on the Cotton Council, and by that, Alf will be. So I'll have to have enough time to set up the studio for that. And then late night at 2 a.m., if you guys are still up at 2 a.m. Eastern, because it is 3 p.m. Over there in Japan, Alistar will return with Osaka Chandal for some VTuber fun. So I've done just about everything tonight. PNG tubing, VTubing, and puppeteering all tonight. That is how we do this. I will defer you to Alf's lawyer, sir. So let's go ahead and get this song request done and wrap this bad boy up in a nice, neat little bow. And thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. You guys are making a dream come true for me. And I'm going to keep doing my best to keep adding more and more product and more content. The stuff that you guys have been coming back and watching. Skeletor is just the beginning. We got so much coming up. We got Bill Cipher hanging out with Brandon the Anime Guy on the 13th. We got Alistar hanging out with Osaka Chandal later on tonight. We got a Stark party on Tuesday. We got the Thursday matinee. That's just like this show. Maybe the Widow Files. Don't know yet. I will see if Ginger is available. We're not stopping. This train is not stopping. We're going to keep going. We're going to be into the middleweight class of YouTubers by this time next year. So help me God. Yep. We're going to dominate this bracket and keep on going. But I want to go ahead and make this announcement official. We're going to be adding another tier to the Patreon. So there will be a $20 tier there because it's representing the 2,000. And we're also going to be getting Captain Ledoux on the line. She's my official artist. We are going to go forward with merchandise. T-shirts, mugs, all that stuff. She's going to be the one working on the banners and the artwork for the merchandise. So we're going to be setting that up. Hopefully, we're going to start tossing ideas around as early as the Stark Party on Tuesday as part of the Build the Business platform of channel growth per incentive. This is as we grow bigger and bigger, we add more and more. And we're now at 2,000. We're also going to start knocking down some of these old buildings because by the time we get to 10,000, we want most of New York dozed. We want most of that radiation gone. And it's time to go ahead and go from wasteland to cyberpunk utopia with New York so that, so that the channel lore can grow. That way you OGs can, talk to people that just got here, when everybody's like, oh, this is all futuristic and cyberpunk and cool looking. It's like Tony Stark, but with cybernetic implants. And you can be the guys in the rocking chairs going, son, I remember when Tony Stark was a Fallout Wasteland survivor. I was there when the nuke first dropped. So bigger and better things, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep growing. Let's keep going. And let's keep having fun together. So without any further ado, our last song for the night, because we got to 10 unicorn super stickers, is The Last Unicorn. When the last eagle flies over the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the last dusty fountain, in the shadow of the forest, though she may be old and worn, they will stare unbelieving at the last unicorn. When the first breath of winter through the flowers is icing, and you look to the north, and the pale moon is arising, and it seems like all is dying, and would leave the world to mourn. In the distance, hear the laughter of the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. When the last moon is cast o'er the last star of morning, and the future has passed without a last desperate warning, then look into the sky, where through the clouds a path be torn. Look and see how she sparkles. It's the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. Hail the Thrawn kill. Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Sovereign, a Sovereign class Star Destroyer, my favorite Super Star Destroyer class. Hail to the great Grand Admiral Thrawn. A pleasure to have you here. And yes, we are wrapping up the show, but feel free to rewind. Be sure to refresh this stream if you'd like to go ahead and do that, because you will be auto-magically whisked away to Snowdub as soon as we end tonight's program. A pleasure to see you, Grand Admiral Thrawn. We would like to have some envoys coming in from from the new empire. So let's set up a time and date in this galaxy or yours, and we can discuss it over some jury juice and fine conversation. Pleasure to meet you, and I hope that you rewind and enjoy the program that we have. Basically, we just got through with the 3 hours. So without any further fanfare, like I said, we will have our Stark Party. Be the big mingler. We're going to be doing some party games. We're hopefully going to unlock karaoke. People are going to be meeting people from all different networks. I want everybody to come in and mix, and that because everybody, we want to grow together. All right. I want to bring everybody into the fold here. My audience has grown, and I want to share that audience with all of you. So, rising tide raises all ships. But it is that time where we must go ahead and say good night. And I want to thank everybody again from the bottom of my heart. We always pay homage to the broadcasting methodologies of old. And that is through the old sign-off of AM radio, followed with the playing of the syndicated cable national anthem television channel sign-off. And see you soon as well, Solid Snake. See you soon, Jill. See you, Kyle Reese. Thank you, Thrawn Kill. Till the next time, hopefully you rewind and enjoy. I got to get the Puppet Studio set up. So without any further fanfare, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And hope to see you on Tuesday as well, Jill.
Good night, America!